What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to some more Unravel. The full game release is here, and we still don't have a proper title screen, I think. Maybe I missed it. Anyways, this is an achievement/trophy/collectible guide for Chapter 3, Barry Meyer. We're going to get all 5 secrets, all 5 collectibles, and we are also going for the achievement/trophy Pacifist, which requires you to not swat any of the mosquitoes throughout the entire level. So our first collectible can be found right here at the beginning. Now, you could just continue to the right. However, in order to get this collectible, you're going to have to make your way up these trees. So you're going to want to swing between these 2 trees until you can get high enough on the first tree from the second tree. Don't mind me. I'm just so very good at this game. Let's try that again. So you're going to want to swing from this tree right here over to the other one to the right. And then from this one, you're going to want to be able to swing up to the second branch, and then you're just basically going to make your way up the trees, and you're going to create some trampolines, as I'm going to show here, and so on. And eventually, once you get up to the top, you'll be able to swing over to a branch all the way on the left side, which will have a collectible on it. Nothing else, just the collectible. A little further into the chapter, you're going to be pushing these 2 rocks down this hill here. Now just go ahead and follow them down the hill, like so. Just keep going all the way down, and then you're going to have to use them to jump across some water because Yarny cannot swim and does not have enough breath to make it across otherwise. And you'll get to this checkpoint right here. And after you touch this checkpoint, if you move a little bit forward, this is going to fall. Hold yourself up so that you're able to grab this collectible here. If you end up falling too far, just pull yourself back up using your yarn. With that said, this next section is our first section with mosquitoes. So what you're going to have to do is pull down this log and then use it to get across all this swamp area, and there's going to be a bunch of mosquitoes. So what do the mosquitoes do? Well, they make you slower, and they kind of mess with your ability to jump. So what you're going to want to do here is you cannot swat them, and what that means is you can't use your lasso, which is the right trigger or the same button on PlayStation. You cannot use that when there is nothing to lasso to. If you use it when there is nothing to lasso to, you will swat them away, and you'll see that they kind of like fly all around before they come back to you again. If you do that, you're going to have to restart the entire chapter. Now, with that said, just make your way across this area using the log. As you can see, I tied it and pulled it up and so on. That's all fine. Just be careful when you're using your lasso like you have to do here. So what I'm going to show you here is if there's a bunch of them on you, what you can actually do is kind of move left and right while jumping to lose them a bit, and then you'll be able to actually make the jump to get up here and to lasso to it without swatting away any of the mosquitoes. Continue through the area a little bit further. There's going to be another area that you have to jump to. So once again, doing the same tactic, we're going to jump left and right and then move all the way to the right and make our jump and lasso on. And then we're going to swing to the second tree and we'll make it to a checkpoint, and that will be the end of the first section of mosquitoes. After you come down from the tree, you're going to come down to this little, like, I don't even know what it's called really, to be honest, this little building thing, and you're going to want to grab this seesaw-like thing and tie it down to this little nub that's sticking out of the ground, and then you're going to want to swing off of this right here up to the top of the seesaw in order to make it up here. So you're going to create a knot between the 2, as I'm doing here. You should start with the seesaw first, and then you should create a knot right here on this wood, and then you're going to use it to trampoline yourself up and over. And instead of going even further up, you're going to want to jump down here and open up this oven, and 2 logs should fall out. There are 3 logs in the oven, so you're going to have to jump in and take the 3rd log out. This actually might not be an oven, it might be a fireplace type thing. I apologize, I'm really not sure what this is exactly, to be honest. But anyways, you're going to want to push them all in order to get the collectible out and over to the opposite side. Now, jump back down and you can pick up that collectible. Now on to our second section of mosquitoes, and this is a long one. There's going to be a collectible along the way, but basically all I recommend is trying to speed run this as fast as you possibly can. Just keep jumping, keep moving to the right, and try and lose them as best as you can. As you can see, I was able to easily lasso on because I kept in front of the mosquitoes and didn't have to worry about swatting them. Now this is where you have to slow down. You're going to have to pull the rock over to the right here, up onto this log, in order to actually get up to the next area. This can be a little bit difficult. The rock can kind of disagree with you at times. So what you're going to try and do is pull the rock on up here, and you're going to actually have to like push down the log in order to get the rock to come up here. No, I'm not talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Anyways, sorry, I don't know, that just popped into my mind. But you're going to want to just keep pulling it. Eventually it should come up. Just kind of pull it, and there we go. It finally got up. Now you're going to want to untie yourself from it, like I'm going to do here, and then head all the way to the left. Try and get these mosquitoes off of you. Just keep jumping and running, then head all the way to the right. Jump up quick, and lasso. That can be a kind of hard thing to do, so if you do screw up, just keep going to the left and then back to the right and try it again and again and again until you finally get it to work. Now just continue speed running through this area as we're doing here until you get up to this tractor. From here you're going to have to create a trampoline to get up onto the tractor as I'm doing here, so go ahead and jump on up there. You should lose a good amount of mosquitoes as you come up here and go through the cabin and out the other side. Grab this right here and pull it like so. Notice how I'm not using my lasso to pull things, but I'm actually tying myself to them just to be safe in order to not scare away the mosquitoes. So we're going to hop down here and then lasso onto this thing right here to knock down the front end thing, the front bumper, I guess. Then you're going to want to climb up, and you may have noticed that there was a collectible over to our left. We're going to go get that in a second. What we're going to need to do though is, in order to actually get to it, we're going to have to grab this little like watering pot thing from up here and bring it all the way down. Be careful not to crush yourself like I almost did right there. And you're going to have to bring it all the way down because once again Yarny cannot make it across water and the collectible is located across some water. So go ahead and pull that over here, and then you're going to want to push it into the water and go grab that collectible just across right here like so. So jump up onto the watering pot, I can't even say it right at this point, and grab the collectible and come back. Don't drown like I almost did here. Don't drown like I almost did. Now we're going to want to make our way back up onto the tractor as I'm doing here, and you're going to want to move everything around into the right position like I'm doing so here. You're going to want to create a trampoline between these two sections like so, and then you're going to want to jump across like so to get this checkpoint right here. Now from here, you're going to have to swing off of this tree across the water and make it to the opposite side. And it's really not too difficult. There's not much in the way of you. Go past all of these mosquitoes and you'll get a little cutscene where Yarny starts to kind of swat at them. This, of course, does not count against your achievement or trophy. Eventually you'll make it far enough to this point where we're going to get our last collectible of the level, or the chapter if you will. Hop on up here and you're going to grab this checkpoint, and then you're going to want to create a trampoline between these two positions right here. So one right there and one right here, like so. And then you're going to want to use the trampoline to jump to the left rather than the right to grab this collectible right here. And if you've done this correctly without swatting away any of the mosquitoes, at the end of the level you will get your achievement or trophy for Pacifist. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down in the description, some links, some awesome things, my Twitter, Facebook, donation page, Twitch channel, a bunch of other things you might be interested in. Thank you for joining me. Keep it here for more achievement / trophy / collectibles guides, more Unravel collectible guides, more Unravel achievement / trophy guides, and a bunch of other things. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.